Hello there, dear viewers. This is Trussell242, and it's time for another episode of my Skyrim Let's Play. Where we last left off, Relvin was standing here in front of the fire, reflecting a little bit about himself, about how he's changed as a person, about how it feels to, well, to go from just some ordinary Dunmer living in Windhelm to someone who storms into a fort filled with bandits. I will enter into character now. Well, yes. It does feel rather strange, I must say. Oh yes, that is some spell residue. Brief history of the Empire, the real Baronsia, some wine. Why not? A Shrine of Stendar. Then I'm feeling a bit thirsty. Has the bandit chief got anything useful? Painted iron shield. It looks alright, I suppose. Oh dear, I just took something off of her. That was actually an accidental key press. Argonian account, book 1. You know, they're quite like Argonians. I'll take that for later reading, I think. Let's see, can I get up? No, I'll have to lockpick this stupid lock. Oh, so it's a little bit that way at least. Kidding me. I did it! Yes! Wow, that one's ugly. Well, here I am. The weather is a bit odd, I must say. Definitely a bit odd. The sky looks strange, no stars. Yet it looks clear. Well, there isn't much up here. And I do think all these bandits have been dealt with. Yes, indeed. I'm still annoyed at whoever it was who sent those hired thugs after me. I mean, what kind of behavior is that? How did they even find me? I'm in the middle of nowhere. How did they... Who tipped them off? Someone must have told them to go here. Who? And I'm pretty sure that nobody followed us. You know? No, there's nothing here around the blacksmith workbench that could be of any use. So I suppose I would just continue on, hoping I'm on the right path. Well, apparently I've just turned myself around. Well, that happens. I could just walk through the fort right here, and I will be on the right path to... What was it? It was called Shore's Stone, I think. Shore being one of the imperial gods, I believe. Not entirely sure, I've never really paid much attention to... I mean, there are so many of them. Really, the Nord yammering all about the Talos and how he's good and everything. I mean, as if they know what it's... I mean, I suppose it's only right that they... Oh, wait, where are you? Oh, thank you, Inigo. For some reason, I didn't see that wolf. Thank you very much, Inigo. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, I think I can see it. I think that's the place. I do indeed believe that that is the place we're looking for. Excellent. I'm getting rather tired and hungry. Please tell me they have an inn. Please. I am in grave need of an inn. I mean, people seem to be, you know, out and about, which is good. Shores stone. This is a blacksmith. Is there anyone inside? No, it is someone's house. And there's a guard. Hello.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I'm sorry to hear that. That must have been rather difficult for you. Hello. Grogmar Groborsag. Hi there.
You're looking at the best miner in Skyrim.
Okay, so what is this mine then?
Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble.
Alright. That red mist sounds a bit unpleasant. Oddfell.
Everything was going great in Red Belly. Then the damn spiders showed up. Mining iron takes a lot of strength and special reinforced tools. I must have broken 5 or 6 pickaxes in the last few months alone. But now that I've got Rock Splinter here, I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter.
Alright, so it's got a special
You and your children.
pickaxe. Feeling jar.
You haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine.
Well, no, I'm here for Elgrim's ore sample, actually.
It's about time. I sent them a letter weeks ago. Ah, that Elgrim. He'd forget his own pants if his wife didn't help him dress. Here you go. Tell Half-Yord that she can chip off whatever she thinks is a fair trade for their time.
Well, alright, that's good. Would you like to tell me
Red
about the
Belly
mine?
Mine gets its name from the red mist filling the place. You get used to it after a while. Kind of smells like the hot springs out in the tundra.
Oh, so a bit like rotten
No
eggs, you say.
idea what's causing it though.
So what's wrong with it?
It's full of spiders, that's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble.
And the town guards won't
They're
help.
as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots.
Well, I'm not too keen on spiders, I must say, but fine, I suppose I'll clear them out for you.
Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape out.
That you clean up once in a while. How you can find anything in your half of the place is beyond me.
So, what's the deal about the
Moved
spiders?
right in and made themselves at home. Did it overnight. I'm not even sure exactly where they came
I can
from.
haul up just as much iron
No
as
one's
you in
been
a
hurt
day,
yet,
still
and they
manage to
seem
clean
to
up
be
my
staying in the
messes.
mine. But who knows how long that will last. If we can't get back into the mine,
You
our
have
town is
yourself a
sunk.
bet.
So what's so special about this ore in the mine? Is it just ordinary ore or something else?
Red Belly is supposed to be nothing but an iron mine. Been working it for years. Then, right before the spiders had moved in, we found that chunk of ore. Never seen anything like it.
All I'm asking is
I
that you
want to
clean
know
up
what
once in
I'm
a while.
dealing with
How you can
before I
find
start
anything in your
tearing
half
it out
the
of the
place is
ground.
beyond me.
Well, that is sensible. That is indeed sensible.
I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death.
Keeping the house
Careful
clean.
in the mine.
I'll have you know I can haul up just as much iron as you in a day and still manage to clean up my messes.
Well, certainly. I mean, the weather is horrible. And I don't exactly want to, you know, walk around at night. So,
You think living with Grogmar is easy? Did you see how he lives?
You two will just have to learn to get along until
Inigo, my dear friend, I think it's time we went spider hunting. Yes, indeed. I am not fond of spiders, and I am not fond of small, cramped spaces. But, well, a job's a job. Maybe they'll let me sleep in one of their houses. That's a sort of thank you for clearing this. Oh, it's spider web everywhere. Ah, disgusting. And there, one of them comes. Oh, God, I'm going to die. Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, a spider.
Oh, they're everywhere. Horrible, 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 horrible. Yes, I know it's a bit ironic for a Dunmer to be afraid of spiders, but... Where? Oh, God! Oh. At least Inigo likes them. More than I can say for myself. Goodness me. Can't even see in here. And I am not sure I would like to... Oh, there's a barrel with some apples in it, and a basket. But I don't want to light a torch in case that red gas they spoke about is somehow flammable. I mean, they said it exploded, so, you know, you'd want to be careful. Can't see any of them up there. And there you are, Inigo, that's good. Where? Jump down from me, you coward little... Yes, I see you. Ugly, hideous thing. Well, I'm glad he's having fun. Let's just squeeze the poison from these spiders. It's quite useful, I found. Oh, oops, I knocked something over. Well, just let me see if there's anything else of use. Just a bunch of apples. Flour. Well, I don't need a sack of flour. That sounds absolutely useless. Iron daggers and wine. Nice pile of hay, I suppose, for, you know. Oh, that's just... There's nothing there. See if I can get my way up without getting utterly lost. No, it appears that I have to use a torch. I don't like to, because again, everything here might explode, and I'm not too fond of things exploding in my face, but... Well, here we are. At least this went rather quickly. I was worried it was going to be...
I have dust in my fur.
Yes, and I have dust basically all over myself. Ugh. This place. I'm glad I'm not a miner. It's a tough job. Thankless. You just have to spend every day of your life hacking at the dirt and the rocks, hoping you get something. I mean, that's no way to live. And... Ooh. I don't even know what that is, but it looks horrible. And... Can I... No, I can't even set it on fire. It looks like spiders ate the person or something. Ugh. I hope that they didn't eat one of the workers. That would be dreadful. Well, at least it's cleared now. I should hope that they will let us use their beds as a kind of thank you for that. It's so light out. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Well done. Filling jar.
Nasty little buggers, aren't they?
I have cleared the mine of spiders with lots of help of Inigo.
Every one of them? Why, that's incredible. Finally, we can reopen the mine and put Shore's Stone back on the map. Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude.
500 septims!
Don't kid
That's
yourself.
amazing.
Stone runs in our blood.
Wow. Well, let's see if we can perhaps just see if he's got any spare beds or something. We need some place to sleep. I don't want to, you know, wander. Well, obviously he doesn't. Oh well. Let's just head back into the bandit fort and sleep there, I suppose. I mean, it is getting very late. It's a very odd night. The moons are shining particularly brightly. Oh no, not the prison, definitely not prison. Maybe the captain's... well, the captain's quarters or whatever it's called.
I have never been afraid of the dark. In fact, sometimes I think the dark is afraid of me.
Well, that's a very lucky position to be in, Inigo. I'm not really scared of the dark, I just don't like small, tiny, closed off spaces very much. I prefer the some sort of openness at least. I don't mind, you know, houses and such, but I just don't enjoy being in small, tight, dark little holes in the ground. I find that very unpleasant. Now then, it should be somewhere around here, shouldn't it? Well, unless it's... I feel like a fool. I probably missed it 1,000 times over. No, it wasn't up to this tower. I've just been here, but I'm already confused and a bit lost. I don't know, maybe I'm just not cut out for this sort of heroic deeds kind of thing. I mean, a hero shouldn't just become lost basically the first second he goes someplace or steps out of someplace, should he? Well, that's just a tower that leads to nowhere. This might be the captain's place, actually. Yes, indeed, captain's quarters. Finally. Yes, it is a bit dark and dreary, but there's one nice bed here, and I could have sworn there was some other beds. Honestly, where are they? That's so strange. Well, it's getting rather late. I'll go to bed. And I mean, there's got to be some sort of bed somewhere for you, Inigo, right? Maybe down here. Oh yes, that leads to the prison. But well, Inigo, my friend, I'm sure you can find yourself a bed. I am quite tired, and I'd much rather go back to Riften tomorrow after a nice night's sleep. I'm sure you can understand. And Oh yes, thank you ever so much for all that help you provided in various fights, and thank you so much for dealing with the spiders. I'm not too keen on them, you know, and you helped me a lot. So now, I bid you good night. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Must drink water. There we go. Some apples for breakfast. Salmon steak. There were some more apples. Then you were holding that bread there. Well done. Well, you know, I have a sort of a rather strange feeling. In fact, I feel a bit stronger. And now it's time for the leveling up. I do believe that I will choose health as my first attribute to advance. Yes. Oh, and I leveled up twice. Then stamina might be a good thing. And now I've got 2 perks. And well, Relvin hasn't been using magic a lot. So, hang on, how's this done? Oh, yes. He's been using some alchemy, a bit of lockpicking, a bit of light armor, and a bit of one-handed. I think that one of his perks should be in one-handed, I do believe, since he's been using that quite a lot. One-handed mastery sounds rather good. And this might sound a little odd, but I'm honestly thinking he should take a point in speech, considering he managed to persuade that guard, and, you know, he's been taught rather a lot to people. So, well, speech mastery does seem rather nice. Performer. Kingship. Interesting. Bribery seems very useful. And the universe listens. Well, I have no idea. Speak with animals. This seems quite interesting. Alchemy. Well, oh well. Yes, I feel very well rested and just, you know, good in general. So, let's continue on towards Riften. Well, if I could find the door, that would be nice. Do you know, I've always wondered, I know that cats can see very well in the dark. Can Khajiit? Oh, it's very bright out. It's lovely. This is wonderful weather, actually. Look at that. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I'm happy I went to Riften. Of course, it was a bit of a minor disappointment getting robbed, but if I hadn't gone to Riften, then I wouldn't have experienced this morning. I'm feeling quite great, actually. I feel like some, you know, proper adventure now. I've been to a bandit fort. I helped out clear a mine of spiders. And, you know, killed a whole bunch of bandits. Well, with the help of dear Indigo, of course. Now let's just check so I'm not getting myself turned around. I should go in this way. Yes, indeed. And there shouldn't be much problems waiting for us, Indigo. I mean, apart from the odd wolf or similar, but not much else. How
was
are you,
wondering,
Ing?
can you whistle?
Yes,
Well,
why?
it could be a good way for us to quickly communicate. Look, I found this book. It made interesting reading. Maybe you should give it a look over. Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Any thoughts, Inigo?
I see you found Inigo the Brave. It's just a little thing I've been working on. It is probably rubbish. Hand it over, and if we're relaxing somewhere safe, I'll read it to you if you want.
That sounds nice. Well, alright.
Okay, let us get back to it.
I was just checking if we were alright after the whole, you know, kind of eventful day we've had.
Why do you always run everywhere?
Oh, you know, I'm a mare on my feet. I have to run. You know, it pays being quick. It's nice that the rain has stopped at least. And it's good to have some sunshine and, you know. Plus I quite like running. Even though you couldn't call this much of a run, it's more of a sort of light jog, really. Well, cheerio.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
What? What?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
What? Inigo, did you hear that? What? What was that? That was... Well, that was mildly terrifying. It seems a lot of mist has risen up from the canal. And well, I better see that old man Relvin about the ore sample, or was it his wife? Yes, I do believe it was his wife who gave me the task.
I'm kind of busy, but if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know.
Well, alright. Is your wife awake? Oh yes, there she is. Hello there.
Any luck gathering those ingredients?
Have you managed to make it out to Shore's stone?
Yes, I have. And I brought the ore sample.
Thank you. I'll be sure to get Relvin to examine this as soon as his
I'm sure my mother can compensate.
busy schedule allows.
I'll draft a
Here,
letter to Rye.
I had him make you a few things for all that travel.
Oh,
Make up for your plunder.
oh,
I'll
interesting,
make sure
interesting.
sent right away.
Thank you. I don't really know what
forget
most
I'll
of these
give you
are, but
supplies for your journey.
what about you then,
You
Elgrim?
here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
Thanks again for delivering that ore sample.
Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be burning as we speak.
Yes, and you say that while sitting in a comfy chair in front of the fire.
So, you're interested
do
in
you have
my
to say?
potions and
Do you have anything
ingredients?
useful? Damage magical weapons blessing. Enchanter's potion. Mortar and pestle. Potions of minor healing, they're quite expensive. Potion of water breathing. Potion recipe, cure disease. Well, that sounds like a useful one. I'll actually buy that. Is there anything else? Oh yes, that the blacksmith wanted some fire salts, but it appears you don't have that, so fine.
Yes, yes, goodbye.
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Yes, yes, I'm sure. Well, time to go away and sell the... Well, what's the opposite of ill-gotten goods? Well-gotten goods? kind gotten goods. Goods goodly gotten. No, I'll stop.
I've never seen me all this upset about anything. The city really gets to...
I was hoping you could help me. It seems I've lost a ring that also means quite a bit to me. It's made of gold with an inscription on the inside that says Sand Elske.
I'm afraid not. I don't deal in stolen.
Well, hello there,
You
Grelka.
gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Just what you see here.
You're pretty unpleasant, but let's see what I can sell to you. I picked up a bunch of rubbish. This fur armor doesn't look very good, and I don't think it is very good either. It's quite rubbish, really. Looking at that. I quite like the look of that, really. I might wear it. The hat, yes. No, wait, hang on, it might be good. Oiled mail and hide armor, that one is good. I might be wanting to wear that. The scaled bracers I would like to wear as well. And the ring, too. Have I got any useless weapons? Iron dagger. I have a steel sword and the Eastern Iron Tanto. Well, you can have the Tanto. And goodness me, loads of iron arrows. I might keep the sword, you never know. You never know.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use...
Well, have you got some decent armor then?
Everything I've got on display. Really.
Amethyst double cut brilliant silver pendant. It's beautiful. Fur armor, yes. High boots of lifting, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Absolutely nothing.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
And then, let me see, Yes, I have that 1 carat diamond. Perhaps I should sell this to... Hello, Mr. Argonian. I heard you speaking of jewelry.
Have you had anyone come by and try to sell you an iron war axe?
Not lately. Why?
Hello.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
How is business?
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures.
Yes, he's quite an unsavory character, that one.
Troll Fat Sav, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
I'm not too fond of those. Do you make your own jewelry?
Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
Well, yeah, sure, I'll get them for you.
Thank you, Landstrider.
Well, if I can find them.
I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Well, that sounds incredibly difficult to acquire, but thank you, I suppose. And you said something Saxhleel? What does that mean?
Forgive me. It's a term I haven't used in some time. While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel.
Oh.
Maudesi was actually my original Saxhleel name. Unlike others, I decided to embrace tradition and keep it that way.
I see, so it's a bit like Dunmer and Dark Elf, which is what they call us. So what have you got for sale?
Just what you see here.
Raw pearl gold ring, that one is lovely. And you have a lockpick for some reason. And 3 Saxhleel silver rings and a red guard silver ring, where they are all quite nice. So, would you like to buy my diamond? Oof. Well, it's only a 1 carat diamond, so I suppose. And would you like to buy my slim Nordic silver ring? I'm not selling that one because that one is beautiful. And I'm definitely not selling that iron circlet because that one is lovely too.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Well, let's try on that piece of armor I found then. See if it looks any good. Yes, it does look rather nice, I think. Although I should take off my face cover when I'm, you know, in town. And I need something nicer to put on my head. Like, for instance, this iron circlet. And this rose gold medallion. Let's try this skin cloak now. Here we go! That is nice. Now this is someone you notice. Now I don't look like just like any old lad from the Grey Quarter. Now this is the look of someone important. This is the look of someone you don't easily ignore. Your name is Nivenor, alright? Someone named Teresa, was it? Hello, Dinyabalu.
All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
I am in your way. I am sorry.
Well, that's good. I don't worship Mara, but thank you anyway. And hello,
Can I interest
Branche.
you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
Yes, you
Have
can.
anything you wish to sell? I pay fair prices for all sorts of goods.
Do you have any clues about your past? You strange one. Dunmer adopted by Argonians?
Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni.
House
It was one of the
Telvanni?
great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful.
I'll keep an eye open for sure. So, why were you searching in Skyrim?
I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Interesting. I will certainly keep a lookout for that. I know my mother used to tell me a bit about House Telvanni, that they were these great wizards who were able of performing all sorts of miracles with magic. They lived in these strange houses made out of mushrooms.
Take a look.
And they wouldn't walk on the ground. They thought that was beneath them. So they fly. Oh, that's the wrong word. They flew everywhere. Bone mold, eh? Chitin plate. Light painted body shield. Well, match leather. 1 carat sapphire. That was a sapphire that. Silver bullion. Silver ore. Travel cloak burlap. And some water cakes. Well, 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 20. I will definitely buy that one. For reasons. And in turn, I can sell you these rather ugly boots. And I suppose it's fur. Maybe they're just a fur helmet. And well, the male tunic is going
Anything
to.
you can find would be of great help.
What is her face?
Good luck.
Grelka.
You gonna buy something, or just here for train? Take a look.
Yes, I'm not going to buy something. I'm actually going to sell something. You can have my male tunic. There we are.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Well, there we are then.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies
What's
and
that
die like
then?
a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins and
I'm
all
not sure I
rest
feel up
would be
to
yours.
stealing a horse right now. But, you know, if I would, then I think this look is rather good look for doing it, I must say. I like this little circlet. Makes me look like some sort of lost prince, don't you think? And the cloak is nice and keeps me warm. The cloak sort of makes up for the lack of pauldrons. I could really do with some nice pauldrons. I just like the way they look on people, you know? Hello there. Let's go somewhere a little quiet, away from people. Maybe around here, yes. This place is about right. So, Inigo, you might have wondered why I was so keen on picking up that book about Vivek. You see, this is a great trust I am placing in you, by the way, and it's mainly because you're a Khajiit, and I trust that you won't betray me to my brethren. But here it is. No, don't give me that face, don't give me that face. Come on. Yes, right, that's good, that's better. Don't squint at me. Anyway, yes, I know you're a bit bored, but you see, my mother, right? She raised me and my sister. Okay, that's just an order they won't tell, even if they hear me. She raised me and my sister to believe in, well, we call them the Three, but others might call them the old gods of Morrowind, or the false gods of Morrowind. And they say that, do you know the Red Year, when Red Mountain exploded and lava went everywhere, and, you know, Morrowind was, well, ruined? You know, they say that it was the false gods being exposed as false that made that happen. I'm not so sure. My mother wasn't. She was a wise woman. She knew many things, and I believe in her. They also believe in the old gods of Morrowind. Their names are Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil. They say that they're all dead, but, you know, they're gods. How can you kill a god? What kind of naive belief is that? I never understood people who say that, who've said that. And it's, well, let's just say that the Dunmer don't really take kindly to people with strange beliefs. They branded my mother a heretic, and, well, she had a big tattoo, you know, right on her forehead. And, you know, the priests of the temple she'd gone to all her life, right, back in Morrowind. She's told me this story many times. The priests, they held her down, and because she would not renounce her faith, they held her down, and they took this knife, right, and they cut away the skin on her forehead with it too. Then they used a fire spell to burn the wound shut, but she still has a big, well, I should say had. She's dead and gone, and I need to, well, at least she's not around to, you know, be in pain anymore. But she had this big scar on her forehead because of that. So that is what other Dunmer do. The Dunmer who still believe in the old gods. That's why I took you away here, to tell you this. Yes, so no one is listening. There are a lot of Dunmer in this town, and I'm not sure how friendly they are. Anyway, it was good talking to you, Inigo. What now? What now? Well, I suppose there's not much else to do. Let's go steal back that horse. Hopefully we'll get quite a bit of coin for it. That would be rather welcome. So, let's hoof it, Inigo. And this is where I will end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a great pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.